Welcome back to Cryptocurrency Moneymaker. Just yeah, just revoicing all this stuff that I've done. So I just try and record on my phone as I go along, so I can come back and deal with it. So it looks like there was $25 already sitting there in the kitty. That's always nice. Bitcoin's on the way up. It's a good day like that when you're seeing Bitcoin's moving up, because it just means it's pulling a lot of the other coins up with it. And it's always nice when that happens. What was that, 119% or something, was it? That can't be right. But that's pretty good. Everything's up, so there's a lot of coins there that are moving upwards. Yeah, it's always nice. What are we doing here? Selling some sun, starting from the bottom. So again, I always just start from the bottom, because if I start from the top, then the previous coins you've skimmed a bit of money out of will be put back into the circulation. Then you've got to try and remember which coin you've done. So I just start from the bottom and just work my way up. So yeah, just working over. So 100 is my level. So 110, I can't take under 110. Just because if you do, it's just going to push it faster under 100, and I want to keep it above 100 so I can keep money coming in, or just keep taking some sort of money out of it. So I'll just work from 115 up, and then this sort of changes, I mean, if it's a day like this where there's a lot going on, whereas 115 up, I'll just skim the lot going through. But if it's not, I might go above 115, maybe 120 or something, and just take less for the day. Because you've got to kind of be a bit smart about it and kind of play it so that you're getting what you want out of it as well, but you're also setting yourselves up in a way that you can keep the account growing. Because, again, I never want to miss out on those big gains. Everybody wants, really, isn't it? Everyone wants to dump 10K onto something. It'd go up a few 100% and they walk away with 50K profit in a couple of weeks. That's the dream, right? And that's what everyone wants, and then you go, hey, that's it. You do that twice a year, and you make 50K each time, that's 100K. I mean, you've only got to do it twice, and then you've made 100K, Take out your 30% or whatever it is for your capital gains or your tax, or however it works out. And there you are, you're at 70K a year for doing two things. And that might take, a month or 2 months for it to get to that. It might happen overnight. You might put it on, and then the very next day, bang, it's gone up 400%, 500%, 600%. Or it might go up over a week, by 100%, and then 200%, 150%, 70%. If it continually keeps growing incrementally like that over a week, if you dumped your 10K in there, you could walk away with your 50K within a week, no problem. That can happen. But you've got to pick the right coin. Not if you pick the wrong one. It went down, and the other ones went up. And you're now 10K is now worth 5K. That's what I don't like, because I think these coins are a bit hard to kind of predict which one's going to be the next coin. Like you see people with massive influence, like Elon Musk's talking about Doge and Shibu, or whatever it's called. I mean, yeah, they can push the market, they can change it, and they can have an effect. But it doesn't always happen, because you at home have to be the one who buys that coin. If you don't buy into it because somebody else said it's a good idea, then it's not going to have that effect that you want it to. So I'm always happy whenever I own a large amount of something, and then it becomes the coin that they're going to push to disrupt the system or whatever they're thinking. I don't care. I still make my money. Fantastic. Do it again. Keep doing it. Keep doing it to the coins I own a large amount. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really happy for that. And you should be too. And again, the only way I can make sure that I'm going to be able to benefit each time is if I own the coin. If I don't own the coin, I don't get anything out of it. So that's why I play it the way I play it. Because I don't know what the market's going to do. I don't know what the coins are going to do. I don't think anybody does. I think people are telling you that they do. Well, make it a guarantee. You know, it says this coin's definitely going to go up. They're like, all right, well, I'll give you 10K, and that coin goes up to, you know, whatever it is, whatever you say it's going to go to, then I'll give you a proportion of your profits. But if it goes down, then you still got to give me what I was going to get if it went up to what you said it was going to get to. I guarantee you no one will take that deal. Not a single person would even consider it. You'd be an idiot too, because how are you going to influence the market? I mean, you would be saying something and thinking that you have some sort of control over something in some way, but you do not. So I just don't play it that way. I have another account where I do play a bit like that, you know, like, but that's where I'm just throwing $1,000 on a coin and then growing it up and then taking out my profit and then just doing it conventionally, you know, buying low, selling high, doing all that sort of stuff, you know. But that's more speculative as well. You know, you can value trade and try and you know, understand what's going on in the market, and that this coin's going to be doing that and that coin's going to be doing this. But you know, once you've been trading long enough, you know that. I think they actually did a study actually with people who I love this music video. Have you guys got any music videos or know of anybody who wants to put a music video up for us? Send it in, man. Like, give us a link. I'll put it up for sure. You know, so just be on the side here like this one here. People doing funky stuff. Just make sure it's not, you know, too bad. But if you've made a music video that the content can't be aired, well, you're a bit of an idiot. You know, you gave the crew work. I hope you paid them. I work in the film industry as well, so that's why I talk like this. You know, if you know, I hope you paid the crew. Man, because getting no money for something that is little more than somebody's egotistical explosion of FU to the world, so they're going to make something as unplayable as possible. Well, you haven't done yourself already banned or any service or whatever. Oh, what was I talking about before I went off on a little musical rant? No, I have no idea. But yeah, I just keep buying in, and then, you know, I can play those coins if I want and make that sort of conventional profit, but again, it's all just sort of speculative. So, oh, that's right, I was talking about value trading and stuff when it comes to cryptocurrency. Yeah, I don't know. Like they oh, that's right. Yes, they did that study where they got people to select by the names or the prettiness of a logo or whatever it was, and then they got people to select with the value of the company and everything, and do all the research. And you know, it was about the same. The results were about the same. And that's because unless you're in the company and you know what's going on, you kind of know people in there, which is almost insider trading. You never know what's going to happen. You know, like a company could go good, a company could go bad, anything is sort of occur. So we just sort of, I just don't play down that path, you know, I just do my own thing and buy everything. Like currently there's 3 new coins that just got added to the platform, so I'll buy all those up. So anytime there's a new coin that gets added, I'll just buy it. You know, I'll put the next $100 into that coin or whatever it is, you know. So I'll just keep leveling up those coins because I don't know what they're doing. I don't know who they are, but they might shoot up straight away. They might go down. In fact, I can just about, if I was going to make any sort of a guarantee, I can guarantee you that the coin is either going to go up or the coin is going to go down. That's my guarantee to you. Very, very few sit at exactly the same price point for any length of time. Like even a day. I mean, I would be surprised if any coin sits on a price point for longer than 20 minutes, half an hour. It's just that volatile, man. It just jumps up, it just jumps down. It's always moving. So I think you've just got to be ready for that. And so the way I'm ready for that is that I own everything. I only skim when it goes up. I skim a certain amount past a certain price point. And this is all arbitrary. This is all amounts that I've attributed to it. None of this is based on anything handed down by any trading gods or cryptocurrency gurus or anything like that. No, man, I just keep it really, really simple. If the market's paying me money, I take a bit of money. I don't take all the money because I want the coin to grow and be a breakout coin. If I take out too much, then if it becomes a breakout coin, well, I could have made more in the long run, So this is about a money-making machine that just keeps churning out regular, consistent money, even if it's small amounts. I mean, sometimes it's not huge amounts. Sometimes it's only $20. But that's usually when Bitcoin jumped down like 2/3 or something, If it slowly starts to increase and go up again, to get to a higher level, then it's not that difficult for me to be pulling out a few $100s a day. And of course, my goal is to get it to the point where I can be making $10,000 a day. At $10,000 a day, that's $3.65 million a year. And if I can be pulling out that sort of money within, say, 10 to 15 minutes a day, with no boss, no employees, not having to go anywhere, no clients, no one to deal with, nothing, just me, my phone, the beach, whatever I happen to be doing that day. If I don't feel like going anywhere and just want to stay in bed all day, make 10 grand sitting in bed, that's okay. But I'm not going to do it at the moment, just pulling out $5. So the way that sort of works, the mathematics of it is, if I want to be making 10 grand, then really it's like, what, 50 coins at $200? So it could be 100 coins at $100, or 200 coins at $50. So maybe I do 2 runs a day, and it's $25 I take each time off the coins. It's not hard to get up to that sort of numbers then, as long as you've got enough of the coins and there's enough of the coins paying, and the amount I'm taking out is relevant to the size of the coin. So to be pulling out that sort of money, ideally I'd like to have a few thousand in each coin, which can be hard to maintain because the market keeps dropping down, so it pulls down the overall value of everything in time. So it's a bit sort of tricky in that sort of regard. So sometimes I have to buy new coins, sometimes I have to reinvest. If I've taken a lot of money out of a coin and it really pulls back hard, then I'll just buy back into it again, which is basically the buy low, sell high principle. And I'm just doing it off every single coin. And I just wait for the coin to be paying. If it's not paying, well, it's doing whatever it's doing. It's going up, it's going down. I'm usually only concerned with the top coins that are paying me the money in the price brackets, and the bottom coins, because I want to boost everything up. So, because if say you've got 300 coins and you've got $10 in each coin, that's 3,000. But if I build it up to $100 in each coin, well, now it's 30,000. So that's kind of where it goes to. So, then if it was $1,000 on each coin, when I got a $300,000 account, and about 10,000 on each coin, keeps going up. So that's kind of the way I look at it. And then if you've got to have any unexpected bills or anything like that, you can just sell off some things, or or you can just hold things off and then skim until you get to it. So there we are, 220. So really it's 195 because there was 25 left over from something else. But I don't know where they, honestly, man, I don't remember. 116 PPT, look at that. Good on you, man, you're doing well. Which is not unusual to see a coin or two doing over 100%. It's pretty common. And when Bitcoin was booming along there before, I would have 2 or 3 coins that were doing over 100, 200% each day. Not always the same coin, I keep changing, so, and again, I'm happy for each one of them to do it. But 220 out of one skim, say, or two skims, that's not bad. So how long was this? All in all, I don't know, it's going to be about, so this whole video is about 25 minutes. I would say maybe the skim there was, say, 20 minutes, I guess. I don't know. So let's say 20 minutes to make 220 bucks. Sitting on the toilet or sitting on a beach or on a plane going somewhere you want to go to, or traveling, or hanging out with your best mate at a pub, or man, whatever. I've done this with my mates. I've sat there, had a meal with them, and then at the end of me doing it for 5 minutes or whatever, you know, while we're waiting for something, and I can be doing it and then chatting to them at the same time, because it's not that labour intensive, it's not that intellectually draining, you know, it's not like I'm thinking a lot. So I just, yeah, so just picking the next one, I guess. Raptor Mutual Nexus. Look at you. 1.27. Alright, up she goes. Reinvested. See, I like to reinvest back in to build it up, and I like to take out some profit so that I have something. And I also like music. So we're going to hear from Love Mace again here at the end. Oh no, it's a bit early. I'm not quite there yet. What am I doing here? I have no idea. 116. That's awesome. But yeah, if you've got a band, man, like, contact us. We'd love to hear from you. I love music. I love helping. I've worked on a lot of music videos, and they're just so fun. All right, so here we go. Skimming again. Sometimes you look at it and you go, oh, I can't be bothered, but you do it anyway because it's money. So again, I don't do any of this for excitement. I don't do any of this for fun. I don't do any of this for thrills. I don't do any of this for any of that sort of stuff. I do this to make money. Plain and simple. It's not to do anything else. It just makes me money. So I just have this constant system that just keeps churning away. And you know, like, when it's going well, I save my money up, and then when the markets retract, I have enough to keep me going and all that sort of stuff. And I have enough to put back in, to buy back in when it's all down again, so I can, you know, keep the whole thing moving. Because you will have time, and I've survived through, like, you know, like a month or a month and a half or so of the market constantly moving down, and I've kept making money. Again, some days it's only like 20 bucks. And it's 20 bucks if I want to take it. But, you know, consistently, you can pull out $100, $200 even when the market's moving down if you've got enough coins. Enough of the right coins. You know, like, you want all those coins that when, I say this a lot, watch what's happening when Bitcoin's going down. Watch what coins are going up. Just take a note of them. You know, I just take a photo of it with my phone. I do a little screenshot because I think, man, I used to carry like a notepad and paper with me and pen that all the time with me because I write stories and things as well, so I used to take notes with all that. I don't even carry anymore. You just use your phone. So I just do like a, you know, dictation, just talk straight into the phone, or just do a little message thing, or a voice to message, or a screenshot. Man, there's so many ways now that this technology is just so in your hands and just allows you to do things. I mean, you can do whatever you want now. You can have a whole business empire off your mobile phone. You know, you don't even need a computer at home anymore. It's just easier on a computer at home. It's bigger and you've got the keyboard, and, you know, you can watch YouTube or something at the same time. So, but yeah, I mean, this money machine, that's all it's for. It's about getting the big wins when they become available, if I've got it, but about consistently spitting out cash. Like I said, if you could be pulling out enough, say you're putting $200 in your pocket every day, I'm not talking about the money you've reinvested, so maybe you pull out $300 a day, you reinvest $100 and you bag $200. That's pretty good. That's enough to cover tax and to put to other investments and all that sort of stuff. So let's just say consistently you've got your account to the point where it's paying out $200 a day. That's $1,400 a week. I mean, that for most people is a pretty decent wage. Some people make that in a day, but if you're a qualified electrician and you're out there, you'd be looking at $2,000 a week, or call out jobs, you get a lot more and all that sort of stuff. But let's be honest, most people who work themselves up or have some sort of a qualification or whatever, if they were making $1,500, $2,000 a week, you'd be pretty happy, because at that rate you're in the higher sort of echelon. You're over $100K a year, so that's pretty good. You're pretty happy with that. You've cracked that 6-figure code. Well, that's awesome. Well, what I'm saying is you could do that in 20 minutes a day, just not going to work, not doing all that sort of stuff. I mean, you can still go to work. I mean, I encourage people to pursue their passions or whatever it is you want to do. But knowing you don't have to, and knowing that you're there for the reasons that you want to be there and all that sort of stuff, that's just a whole different beast, man. That's a different monster. You have a lot of power that way as well. I work with people. I don't work for people. Everybody who has me on their team knows I can leave. I'm happy to be here and happy to do stuff and everything. But if you're going to make my life really difficult, I'm happy to leave as well, because I don't need to be there. Most people who have me come work for them know that I don't need their money, and I could just do something else. So then you're appreciated more for your skills rather than, you're just cannon fodder who's building the dreams of somebody else's empire. Yeah, I think if you can make money and do it so that it doesn't take too much away from you, and then you can pursue something you would much rather do. Oh, so there we are. So I just pulled out another out of that one by the looks of it. So what happened? Maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. So that puts that daily total up to 310. So there you are. That's your 110 you reinvest, your 200 back in. And what's that? 20 minutes work maybe? There you go. $300, 20 minutes. And you could do that in less time. You could say, I'm going to take $10, but I'm only going to do it, here or that. You could halve that time. You could do your $300 in 10 minutes. You do it in 5 minutes. I mean, if you decided you wanted to take $100 each out of 3 of the top performing coins, well, there's your $300. So now you've made your $300 in less than a minute. I mean, you can do that as well. I don't know if that's sustainable, but if that's what you need to do one day, just say you don't have as much time, or you just want to do it and get it over and done with, and be hell with however long it takes to build that back up. And that's up to you. You can do it that way. But I just prefer to slowly take out little bits and pieces here and there. I'm just trying to skim small amounts of profit off, because I want that big win. I want it to keep going, and I want to keep moving through. So this looks like I'm buying back in again. Oh, what a good day. Look at all those growing numbers. I'm nervous to buy in if the percentage increase for that 24-hour period is too big, because it could be at the top of a peak and then it could be pulling back down. So I might put in $100 and the next time I write it back it's worth $70. And that makes me nervous. YFI22 or II. I don't know. It's probably II. Look at that. Oh, this is like the $25 left over. I wonder if this is at the beginning of the whole thing. Yes, that $25 was definitely included in mine. Yeah, alright. Yeah, so it's $310 a day. I just got the clips back to front. I'm not going to change it. I don't think it's that important. You don't care, right? I care. So, keep skimming, man. Let's get back to hearing a bit of Love Mason, watching them do their thing. So this is shot in Sydney, Australia. Yeah, how beautiful. Gotta have good looking people in the music videos. Oh, that's important. You know, it just sells. Certain things sell. We all know what it is. You can't deny it. It's just the way human nature and biology works. Yeah, so that's what I do. I just keep skimming like that and keep churning out the profits. And I don't have a boss. I haven't had a boss in maybe 10 years. I've been trading maybe 15 years now. And I do work for people, I work with people, I do all that sort of stuff. But like I said, it's under my terms. Anyway, keep trading, keep your chin up. Don't get too greedy. And let's all meet up somewhere sometime and count our money. Take it easy. It's about enjoying life.